As a Datasaurus Rex, it's really important for me to keep the Momosaurus Rex safe in the car. And that's why around 2 years after the first video, we're going to revisit the MimiBelt. Let's try that again. Now, the MimiBelt is extremely easy to set up. When you're wearing a normal seat belt, your seatbelt's going across your lap. And when you're pregnant or your husband and you have your sympathy weight, it pushes against your stomach and where the womb would be. What the MimiBelt does is takes this and it comes down here and it brings the lap belt down and keep that pressure off of the belly, especially if you get into an accident. This is the part that the seatbelt goes through. Just rest right here. This long part, make sure it's nice and flat. Goes through the back of the seat. And after you get through the back of the seat, you just wrap it around through the front. Now that you got it through, make sure you wrap it just like a backpack. You're gonna cup up through this back part, wrap it down through this front part, and pull it down. And you're gonna pull it tight. You're gonna pull it tight because you do not want it to get loose. Now you will have to address this as you use it, because when you come in and you sit down, you're gonna push it down every now and then. So down, and then just tuck the excess under the seat. Now, really important, you do not want to do this, otherwise the seat is gonna move on you. If your car has this adjustment bar, do not wrap this around it, otherwise the seat will move freely back and forth. Instead, it should look something like this, where this is not being wrapped around this bar. So now you can adjust your seat safely. And now with the MimiBelt down, fastening your seatbelt is simple. You pull it across, lock it in, get some excess. Make sure this stays flat on the legs. Bring it down to the holder on the MimiBelt. Pull up, and you're set to go. So you, if you're a pregnant woman or you're a husband with a sympathy gut, you can now wear it with comfort. Now we do have a second MimiBelt, specifically because sometimes I drive the pilot and my wife sits in another seat. So instead of moving the driver's side around, we can just have a second one set up. What's your favorite thing about the MimiBelt?
It allows the seatbelt to go under my belly and not on my belly where the baby is.
Is there anything you would change about the MimiBelt?
Maybe easier to remove and put back on so that other people can sit on it. Not being used by me.
It's already easy enough to remove, but yeah.
Oh, I don't know, because I don't remove it or put it on.
We ordered two about 2 years ago when we were expecting the cutie pie right here. He's like, well, I'm on camera. So we're just figuring out where this one will go. Oh, Neil, you want to be on camera? Yeah, you want to be on camera? So here I am with the very pregnant wifey, and she's wearing...
I'm not that pregnant.
Yeah, well, almost halfway through.
You can barely see my bump. That's why but it's there, even in the black dress.
It's going between the legs onto the MimiBelt. She is wearing a longer style dress, so anytime you wear a dress, it is going to be hiked up, but she's also wearing leggings, so it's helping keeping her modest. Instead of it pushing in during an accident or even when you're driving, the force is now wrapped around the legs, so when the belt tightens up from being in an accident and you reach forward, the weight doesn't go to where the baby bump is. And it doesn't, despite what some people say, it actually doesn't feel very flimsy at all. It feels pretty tough. This is our second baby using this. What's your thoughts and opinions?
Well, it had been a while and it was just installed, and it was bothering me that there is the part of the safety belt is right here where now my belly is growing. It's nice to know that that's not interfering with the baby. I'm gonna want to drive all the time when you're in the car.
And why is that?
Because the MimiBelt is on the seat and not on the passengers. Oh, that's how you get me to drive. We just have to install it on the passenger side, actually.
Yeah, I usually do the driving when we're together, but somebody in the comments on the previous video mentioned they wanted to see it actually being used. So, and this is being used by somebody that's not me. It's my beautiful wife.
Pregnant.
And that's pregnant.
And it does feel a lot better to have this on than not.
Now that the wife's getting something from her favorite juice place, we're gonna throw in the black one on her side, on the passenger side. So keep the strap flat. Do this in real time. Strap flat, go around the back of the seat, reach under, find it. There you go, found it. Found it, but now I have to fight with the seat. All right. And remember, you gotta go around the bottom, the top part of that bar, the adjustment bar. Otherwise, your seat's gonna be going in and out. You wanna come up through the back part here, touching where the other nylon bit is, and go around this plastic part to put in. This down in the front and tighten it down. Get this in the center of the seat and the MimiBelt's on. This is easy as pie, except pie takes a lot longer to cook than to put this on the seat. Here she comes in, and let's see how easy it is to put on.
All right. So I'm gonna slide my dress a little bit.
Trying to be modest.
And
She goes under first. It's the opposite of what I did.
easy.
Really easy.
Yeah.
As a dude, feels like a 3+ point harness. Now, MimiBelt has not sponsored my wife, myself, this video in any way, shape, or form. We bought these over 2 years ago and have been using them for our last child and this child, just installing them on our car this past month. MimiBelt has said that they have thoroughly stress tested the belt products, the adapters, to ensure that they're safe. I'm very curious to know if I was to take mine, put them through a stress test, see exactly what their capacity is and how strong they are, because they do look pretty solid compared to other similar products on the market. Do you have any experience with the MimiBelt or similar products? Do you have actually favorite child products that you use, like a favorite jogger or a carrying vest? Let me know those in the comments below. As this is my last video of 2023, I want to say have a happy new year, and if you haven't, I wish that you had a Merry Christmas too. I'll catch you in the new year.